In today's video, I am going to be taking a look at Jalen Green and how he plays, and we're going to be breaking down a lot of things on how he reads defenses and his footwork as well, so that you can become a better player yourself. So let's get down and let's check him out. But really quickly, if you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. And if you like the idea of me writing on this app, it's called Coach Lens, and the link is down in the description too. Okay, so here's a very popular play that you see a lot of. So first, there is a pin down screen for a player who is going to be setting a screen for the point guard. At this same exact time, you're going to have a screen from the corner / wing player, if he's up here, being set, in this case, onto Jalen Green. So as we can see over here, once Jalen Green starts cutting out, this player is going to be setting that screen down on his man. And when that happens, Jalen Green is going to get himself wide open for that 3-point shot in the corner. Now, of course, this is a basketball play, and yes, he did make that shot, but the fact that he's able to, if we can actually zoom into that spot right there, how he uses this screen, but also how he's kind of catches on his right foot. It's hard to see because he's behind the player, but you can see right here, catches on his right foot and then plants, or sorry, his left foot, that's my right, his left, catches on his left foot and then plants his right foot. If you are a right-handed player, as Jalen Green is, if you are coming out towards your right side, this being our right side, this being our left, and you're going out towards your right side, you are going to be obviously turning to face the rim, which means that your left foot, you need to catch that ball on, and then you need to plant your right foot, because by planting your right foot after your left, it allows you to get your right side of your body in line, which is exactly what you need to be able to do. Shoulder, elbow, and ball all in a triangle, all in a straight line to the rim, and that will allow you to have a straight shot. Now he's coming up to a screen, or coming up to his defender right here, and there's a few things that I do notice, and we're going to put this back into regular speed, and we're going to watch what Jalen Green does right here. He's actually very patient, so he dribbles up, puts the ball through his legs behind the back, and he pauses. I've paused it as well. This is not him just randomly freezing, but he waits for his teammate to come over and set that screen. Now, while he uses that screen, he is reading what this player, and what these two defenders are doing. Depending on what these four players are doing, it is going to dictate if he takes the 3-point shot, if he takes a mid-range, or if he attacks the basket altogether. Now, when he uses that screen, this man hedges kind of hard, and at this point, they essentially switch. Well, what's he going to do now? That's the biggest question. Well, he's got the ideal situation right here, because this is somebody that he wanted to get that switch on. This is a much worse defender than what he had before, and it's out of his position, which means that he is able to attack this defender really well, and he's able to create that massive gap between himself and his man. Anytime that you get a weaker defender, somebody that you know that you can score quite easily on because maybe he's got slower feet as this player does, or he's just afraid of you attacking past him because he's much slower and that's why he's giving you bigger gaps, you can really torch him in different ways. This is why you need to have what I call a bag. And I don't mean that in the sense of what most coaches and players will say. In this situation, you can over dribble and you can attack the rim, attack and bring on some extra defenders. You can pull up for a shot from super deep. You can attack a man with 15 dribbles and get from here to here, and he's going to block you or at least contest you. You need to be able to do everything within 3 dribbles. If you can attack a defender in less than 3 dribbles, you're going to be all set. And if we put this back into regular speed, this is now his attack. 1, 2, so technically 1 dribble and a cross, and then that's it. He took 2 dribbles total, and he was able to create that much of a gap, which was able to allow him to get this shot off. If you can do that, you're going to be a very successful player. Now, this possession, he actually takes quite a few dribbles. He takes a 3-dribble move, and he tries to create a gap, which he did. However, at this point, he's doing a little bit of a hesitation. He's got enough of a gap to be able to shoot it, but this guy is quite a bit taller and quite a bit longer, so he needs to be able to back up. If he can back up successfully, he'll be able to get that shot off. However, this man is still quite tall and kind of a long player, and that would have been a really well contested shot if Jalen Green was to take that 3. However, what he does know is the fact that this guy is super slow. So by pulling out, again, we're still not over dribbling. We've only taken maybe 3 dribbles total. He now goes to attack, 1 dribble total, and then he's able to reach out and finish with that layup. In this case, it was 4 dribbles total, but the initial drive was 3 dribbles, then he pulled out, and then he took 1 more dribble on top of it to be able to attack for 4 dribbles total in that half-court set. Now, I really want you to watch how he attacks his defender here, because there's a lot of things that he does, and he does it really well. So at this point, he's got his shoulders lower than his defender's shoulders. This is going to give him leverage up into that defender. And you always want to try and make contact as the offensive player first before the defender makes contact with you. At this time, he creates a gap by doing a quick glide dribble out, and now he's using his offhand to be able to clear out the hands of that defender. He now attacks straight on, as straight on as possible. And now, as soon as this player, Kispert, turns his shoulders to the baseline, instead of having them squared up to Jalen Green does a quick snatch back. At this point, he has now been relegated to the heels, and this is a massive benefit to Jalen Green, because now he's created this much of a gap and the hands of the defender are down. Snatchbacks are extremely deadly. If you can pull off your shot extremely quickly, these are going to be a game changer for you. Now here's a nifty little strategy that you can use with screen and rolls as well. So here he gets the screen set. However, what we see is that screener's man hedges really hard. He goes way too high, and this is quite obvious that they were trying to blitz Jalen Green. Well, if they try to blitz on this side, what's one way that you can beat it? By attacking back the opposite direction. Because what you're going to be faced with is a massive wide open lane and really nobody there to contest until you get to the rim. So if you could pull for a mid-range or kick the ball out, there's so many different options that you can have, but here he's able to finish at the rim because he's very athletic. So make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. I hope that this video is able to help you become a better basketball player. If it does, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.